Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are closing out the month of January and it was a very spendy month. So let's get into it. First, we overspent in groceries by $494.11. So I'm definitely going to take some gas money and cover that overspending. So we're just going to move $494.11 from gas to groceries. And and then why is this yellow? I'm not sure why that's yellow. It's probably a Target, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll look at that later. It probably has something to do with the way the Target is set. But anyways, so next we have the savings sweep category. That's what we normally use to cover all of our overspending. So my daughter's STEP account. So if you're not familiar with STEP cards, they are like debit cards that you can get for your kids, and they have an app so you can control everything through the app. You can put money onto the card and so on and so forth. I have one for all my kids, and I sent money to my daughter. She started student teaching and she wanted to get a teacher bag, and we kind of owed her a Christmas gift. So it was a long story there, but anyways, she decided on a bag and I purchased that for her. And not student teaching, she's substitute teaching. And then also she actually has a domain, and that came through too. She's had this domain for a long time, since she was 14, I think, or so, and she still doesn't want to give it up. I'm questioning whether we need it or not, but we'll see how it goes. So for now, it's there. So we're going to cover that. It's $98.50. I do have an affiliate link in the description box for STEP accounts if you want to go over and check that out. They're free. I know there's a couple different kinds, like green light and things like that, but there's a fee. This one is free, but it does require you to move $20 at a time. So if you move less than $20 to their card, then they do charge you like a percentage or whatever. So, which isn't a big deal for us. So, anyways, moving on. I had made some personal purchases. We don't technically budget for personal purchases, so if we just need stuff, we can. I bought off Etsy a menu planner spreadsheet because I want to try to get better at meal planning. And then I also bought a Mediterranean style recipe. Losing my words, like recipes and stuff. It's like a digital recipe book. That's just a deposit that I deposited money in to my account, and I believe that deposit was to cover this. I don't know why they're different amounts, but anyways, so that was to cover planner paper. I ordered a special paper for our printer, so that I can print my planner pages. And that all totaled 46.29, or at least went over by 46.29. So we are going to cover that. And then for restaurant and entertainment, we went over by $8.56. So we can cover that. And there's cheer. The season is over, guys. The season ended. February 1st was her last comp. They took first, which was really great. So hopefully we'll have a reprieve on cheer. Although I feel like cheer never really ends. It's like the sport that never ends. Because now in the off season, she's probably going to want to do tumbling classes and all of that. So, but anyway, we were over by $326 because there was a winter raffle fundraiser where they were required to sell $300 worth of raffle tickets. And what else is this? I know this is the winter raffle tickets. That was the check we wrote. And we got one person to buy some. So the rest we had to cover. Oh, this was to the one of her cheer comps between admission, food, because it was a long day. And like, we were just there for the whole day. And she got a shirt. So there was that. So anyway, all that overspending came to $326. So we're going to cover that. And then for medicines, we purchased Claritin D, and then my husband also bought a moisturizer. He went to the dermatologist and they recommended a certain moisturizer because he works outdoors a lot, and so he purchased that. And so we just put that under medicine/RX. And so we were over by $19.39 there. So we're going to move $19.39 to medicine. And for school events, we are over by 16 cents because we had to pay $31 for my daughter's CPR certification, which is actually not true. She told me it was $31. I gave her $31, and then she informed me that it was really $40, so I had to give her another $9. So you're going to see $9 next month for that. But anyway, that was for her CPR certification. And then she is the president of the Kindness Club, and they were making friendship bracelets, and she had to buy supplies. So that was $15.16. So altogether, school events ended up being over by 16 cents. So we're just going to move the 16 cents down to school events. And now all of our overspending is taken care of. And yeah, that is it. I will say I get this question sometimes, and so I know I've mentioned that I got a month ahead by just only counting the two paychecks, like paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. So when you get those extra paychecks, I just let them build up, and that helps to get a month ahead. But also, one thing I will say is that should really have like a miscellaneous line or something in your budget, because the truth is, like, it's very difficult to have a perfect budget every month, and so you're probably going to always be over here, over there a little bit. And so that helps, because otherwise, what I see a lot of people do is they'll pull from this money up here to cover overspending. And essentially, what you're doing is you're taking from those future paychecks to cover past expenses. And so then it just kind of puts you behind, it doesn't put you ahead. So I figured I would just mention that if you don't have like some kind of miscellaneous line to try to like give yourself that little buffer for the margin in your budget, that can also be helpful, so that you don't like pull from your next month's paychecks. But let's move into the spending for the month of January. Okay, that's a lot of money. For the month of January, we spent $13,541.50. I guess we can start with the monthly fixed expenses, which pretty much stay the same every month. So we spent $2,614.74 on our mortgage. We spent $412.39 on car insurance. We spent $270 for the month on O&R, which is our gas and electric. We spent $223.84 on our dental insurance. We spent 201 cents on my husband's life insurance. We spent $137 on cell phones. We spent $115.26 on our water bill. We spent $100.55 on internet, and $49.18 on my life insurance. So those were our monthly fixed bills, and they totaled $4,122.97. If we go to weekly expenses, we spent $1,558.58 on groceries. Definitely way more than we should. We spent $254.34 on my husband's gas. $98.50 went to my daughter. That was for her teacher bag and something else that I can't remember that I just mentioned about 2 minutes ago. But anyway, and we spent $68.63 on my gas. That's because we took my husband's car pretty much everywhere. And weekly miscellaneous, 26 cents. I don't even know what that is, but can you click on it? Oh, okay. This wasn't, I don't even think this was Apple, but my kids have Apple Music, and my daughter also had an Amazon Prime account that she didn't realize she didn't close when she came back from the UK, and then it started to charge our account, and anyways, somehow we ended up, so it ends up saying that it's 26 cents that I guess my husband and I ended up covering because they pay that, so that's why it's 26 cents, which I'm not worried about covering 26 cents of their bill. So there's that. And so the total weekly expenses came to $1,980.31. I should just mention, typically the only thing in weekly expenses is gas and groceries. We just had these other two things because they're just linked to that particular bank account. So that's why they're there. But normally it's just gas and groceries that come out of there. But anyways, That's it for weekly expenses. And then for our sinking funds, the majority of this is my daughter's college bill. So we paid her college tuition bill, or at least the portion that we actually pay in cash, which was $4,841.50. Then my husband had been saving up for a new MacBook with his birthday and gift money, and he finally had enough money after Christmas to purchase it. So he spent $1,963.17 in personal purchases, and the majority of that was the MacBook. So technically, it was like he deposited the money in there, so that didn't really come out of our actual budget because it was just money he was saving for gifts. But, anyways, this was the bulk of that spending. Then we have for my daughter's cheer $380. Restaurants and entertainment was $128.56. Doctor's coupés was $50 for the month. My personal purchases was $46.29. School events was $46.16. Tithe was $40. My husband's car inspection was $37. We had to buy dog food, which was $27.08. We had to buy some medicines, which was $26.39. Birthdays for friends and family, we spent $21.66. For yard maintenance, we spent $19.62. And college prep, we spent $10.79. That was a transcript fee that we had to pay because my daughter took a winter course at the local community college here when she was home over winter break, and she had to get the transcript to transfer it to her college that she's actually attending. So all of that totaled $7,438.22, which is a lot of money. But like I said, most of that was my paying my daughter's tuition bill and my husband buying the computer with the gift money that he had been saving up. We are going to X out of that and just ignore that for now. There did some kind of update that I have to update. So yeah, so for sinking funds, it was $7,438.22. Mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. Every time I look at these numbers at the end of the month, I'm like blown away. But that was January, $13,541.50. Yeah. If you guys have kids, save for their college. Trust me, because it's so expensive. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel with others, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!